All right, who's here on David Bearfield?
He's on page 5, Judge, Boarding.
Thank you. Bearfield?
Making sure I heard right.
No, no problem.
Second remand. Second remand.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 011518 State versus David Bearfield III. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Ballot for the state.
Orlando Waste for Mr. Bearfield.
And are you Mr. Bearfield? All right, Mr. Bearfield, the court previously informed you and informed your attorney that I have previously represented your uncle, Christopher.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have a chance to discuss that with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you waiving any conflict I may have? What I can tell you is I'm going to be fair. I don't have any conflict. All right. Okay. Defense, have you had a chance to speak with your client?
We did, Your Honor, and he had no conflict with you presiding over his case.
All right. Counsel, have you received all discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Cindy, do you need a cough drop or water? I do. Okay. It's one of those days. You know how they say, I know it like the back of my hand? Well, I got a little bit lost because I looked at my hand. I'm like, I don't recognize that. See what happens when you age? All right, Mr. Bearfield, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bearfield, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? By indictment, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You understand? You're going to need to speak up so that the court will. Do you need a break, Cindy? Let me know when you're ready or if you need a break. Okay. All right. Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, counsel, and the right to remain silent? Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
Did you understand? Did you understand by entering this plea, you're giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bearfield, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine and the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that you're waiving your right to appeal, the only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, the DOEP course, MRT, and anger management. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead?
No, guilty, no contest.
No,
No contest.
you have a choice, guilty,
No contest.
not guilty, or no contest.
I'm not used to
That's okay. So how do you plead?
no contest.
State, any evidence?
State offer state's part.
No objections, Your Honor, for purpose of the plea.
Right. And state, is there a reason the request for anger management?
That it will be in the STIP, so
Okay.
that piece was, well, I guess to stipulate the evidence that stipulated to was turned into our office. I'm not sure why this was not generated, but when I went back to the discovery, I thought that was specifically part of it.
All right. Thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor,
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
that the court follow the plea agreement that we have arranged with the state of Texas.
All right, how old are you?
32.
32. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
8 and 13.
And do they live with you?
No, ma'am.
Do you have regular contact with them?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I'm a quality inspector.
And what are you expecting?
Beverages.
I'm sorry, what?
Beverages.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. For 5 years.
I'm sorry, what?
Been doing it for 5 years.
If you're drug tested today, what would the results be?
I'll give you negative.
Okay, why are you doing this?
I would just say I was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
No, you were not at the wrong place at the wrong time because that pink, according to the stipulations, the pink backpack was yours.
But according to stipulations,
I mean, do you want to be in prison?
no, ma'am.
And let me just tell you, the reason why I ask these questions is because you need to start thinking about what you're doing. And if you don't want to do the right thing for yourself, then do it for your children. Because I'm telling you, if you go to prison, by the time you are released, your children will not recognize your face, won't know who you are. They'll be calling someone else dad. You need to step up to the plate and start doing your job and doing better. And making the Bearfield name a good name because you're the third. And if the second and the first before you didn't do the right thing, then you need to do something. You understand? All right, this is what the court is going to order. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 40 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Do you live by yourself?
No, ma'am.
Who do you live with?
My grandmother.
Okay. Why? Why don't you have your own place?
It's because I've always lived there. I take care of my grandma.
How do you take care of her?
I just make sure I'm there to give her love and care.
Do you pay bills at that location?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't be a freeloader, all right?
No,
Make sure you pay the bills there and don't bring drama and chaos to your grandmother's house. What I've learned from my time as a prosecutor and defense attorney, usually people are at grandmother's house because grandmother is just, sleeping, not on top of everything that's going on in their house, and people just use her house as a hangout. Do not do that to your grandmother. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And they're going to be field visits at that house. So there's to be field visits one time per month until further notice. The MRT course, 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you graduate from school?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Something happened at school, and I just didn't get back to complete.
All right. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, 60 of those hours will be deemed satisfied. For the remaining hours, you can either do 60 hours, which they're going to have you outside picking up trash in the heat. They're probably not going to let you do anything while it's cold. It'll be during the heat, right? You can either do those 60 hours, or either you can obtain your GED or some type of trade school certification. 5 years deferred adjudication. And anger management. Probation, is there anything else?
Yep.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? I'm sorry?
Let's see. Gonna go over the misdemeanor charges.
I'm sorry, what? Okay.
No.
We do want to clarify something for the court, Your Honor. You said no unsupervised visit with minors. Does that include his children?
Mm-hmm. Once you completed the parenting classes, then I usually lift that. And let me just tell you why in this court, normally I will give people parenting classes. The reason why I do that is because when people are picking up offenses, they're not thinking about their children. And you need to realize that your children can't take care of themselves, and they're 100% dependent upon you and your support. And if you're in jail or if you're in prison, you're not able to support them. So those classes, I've actually taken a parenting class because I like to see what I'm asking people to do. Depending on which person is giving the class, those classes are very informative for you. And it's something that you can probably add to whatever you've already learned from your parents, the good things, okay?
Yes.
All right. So is there anything else you need from the court to help you be successful on this probation?
No, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so what's up with the tattoos?
This it says God.
Okay.
God, and it says prolific. That's just me. Just,
All right. I'm always interested.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, for example, did the face tattoo hurt?
Not really.
People always say that after the fact, but my understanding, when it's being done, it's painful.
It was small, so it didn't hurt.
Let's go get one.
All right. Once you start, you can't stop, because otherwise you didn't spell the complete word. All right. Good luck to you in this court. In order to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, you need to let your probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come to the court. Whatever you do not just stop reporting,
Yes, ma'am.
because no good can come of that. Okay.
Right.
All right. Good luck to you. Just remain in the courtroom, and probation will go over conditions with you.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes. All right. The court is calling 2025 CR 002103, State versus Jeffrey Patrick Smith. Can I have parties announced?
Tilden Schaefer for Mr. Smith, Your Honor.
Kurt Grancy, co-counsel with Tilden Schaefer.
All right. Counsel, have you received all discovery, and did you review it with your client?
We have and we did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Smith, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it and sign it? It happens. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
You're not.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand in count 1, you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That is a second-degree felony. Range of punishment. Just 1 second. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and reentry. Did you understand? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine. State is proceeding on count 1 only. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's no application for community supervision. You don't qualify for community supervision legally. There is an application for deferred adjudication, and the state is recommending deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution, if any, to the complainant. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
It is, Your Honor.
State?
Yes.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there any such motions?
None ruled on, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, no contact with the complainant, MRT, anger management, driver safety and gun safety courses, forfeit the weapon and horseshoe bay badge credentials, no firearm possession, no law enforcement employment. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offense in count 1, how do you plea? State, any evidence?
State offer states exhibit 1.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding the guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, first, why should I follow this plea bargain agreement?
I should ask personally, and he would like to.
Okay. Anything from Vince?
Judge, I think this is a situation where my client greatly regrets what he did. It's a situation that got out of control. And I think based on his background and age, it's one of those, we should have made much wiser decisions. He doesn't have a violent background. And I do know, and I think the court can tell from how he's answering questions, there's quite a bit of regret in this entire affair, Your Honor.
All right. So why did it come to this?
Your Honor, it was just a messed up situation that night. I wish I could have made a different decision. My son was in the car with me. I was worried about his safety 100%. And the minute that hasn't gone by since this has happened, that I wish I could have made a better decision that night.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I still don't understand how an argument on the road comes to a pulling of a weapon. I just don't understand that. And they're asking for a driver safety course. They're asking for a gun safety course. They're asking that you forfeit your Horseshoe Bay badge credentials. And they're saying that you flashed a badge and that you were no longer employed with them. So I'm just trying to figure out what conditions would be appropriate for you. This is why I asked these questions, because
I only
there's a lot listed.
used the old time to diffuse the situation. I thought it would help. That was it. There was no other reason behind it.
Why did you still have the badge?
It was given to me by my chief of police at the time as a memento, because that was my first job there. Well, I went to Border Patrol.
So where do you work now?
I've left I left Border Patrol in 2016. I went back to construction. I'm a home inspector for new homes. So this happened, I was planning on going back to actually apply for ICE. That's null and void.
I mean, but here it says that you pulled out a handgun with a silencer attached to it and opened fire. Am I reading that incorrectly?
No, so Judge, he has a suppressor, and so his parents live near Kerrville.
Okay.
That's what the mother and father, they had gone out to her birthday celebration that night. He was going home with his son, and they have it's in a rural area, so they actually have kind of a setup where they do target practice. The suppressor has more to do with not making loud bangs. That's why he had, and it's legally owned. He's got the stamp for it. I have it in my file back, trial file. It's not illegally possessed. Otherwise, I guess the feds would be involved in this case, Your Honor. That's why I had the silencer. I can tell you that there was a perception on my client's part that the kid was tailgating. Then there was a brake check, which you can see from the statement and the police reports. And then the kid comes around really close, rolls down his window, honks at him, yells, starts cussing, and it kind of goes from there. It goes kind of south. I think my client thought he could handle the situation. He thought he would diffuse it with the badge. That didn't work. And then at the moment when this all happened, that apparently the young man had a phone in his hand. This was at night, and he made a gesture kind of with his hand to the side, which at that moment in time, my client, who was already kind of freaked out, thought it was a gun. And this was an apparent danger case, Your Honor. Police didn't find a gun in the kid's car, but that's what we saw. We actually, in the subpoenas, dug up extraneous acts where a kid had got in trouble at school for posting shots on social media with him with guns. And he's holding it the same way he was holding the phone. When he's talking to the police officers, he's holding it, he's pointing like this. So that's the gesture my client saw in that moment. He made a mistake. We've spent a lot of time on this. The state has spent a lot of time. They showed us a new witness who was the girlfriend of the young man in the car at the time that nobody had ever found. We'd always wondered, why weren't they looking for the girlfriend? We couldn't find her. We didn't know her name. Ms. Alban did a great job preparing for trial. And that's kind of why we're here today, Judge. I think both sides have kind of met in the middle. Again, my client doesn't have a violent background. It's just thank God that he didn't hit the kid. So that's why we're here.
Oh, is there something else?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure it's clear. The gun was in the car because of going out target practicing, but he had
Right.
gone and met his family for dinner, and he was going home, and they were in the back seat of the car, in a bag. You know, it wasn't as if he routinely carries a gun.
He had been target practicing at his parents' house prior to dinner. He actually had a concealed carry permit, which he's since had to relinquish. The state revoked because of this.
Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state?
Defendant is happy with this resolution. I would, the court would like to hear now, I do have a restitution amount, but on the judgment, if you'd like.
Yes.
It's $2,463.82.
I'm sorry, just 1 second. If you could repeat that?
$2,463.82.
So is there any disagreement on that restitution amount?
No, I think that was part of the discovery. We actually had the receipt from the repair shop, Your Honor.
And where will you have that restitution amount?
Judge, I think it's going to take a couple of months if the court would entertain that. He started this job about June, maybe, and so there's been some lag time. And I mean, he is the independent contractor, so lag time in taking the jobs and getting paid from the.
All right, just 1 second. Excuse me. Everybody on this side, y'all need to move because probation can't see and they can't hear what's going on. All right, so when do you think it will be, and state your excuse. When do you think he will have that?
If I had, I would say a minimum 2 months.
Yeah, 60 days.
All right. And that's 60 days from today? All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court, and I'm going to tell you, I was considering sending you to jail as a condition, but the state is saying that the complainant is in agreement to this being your sentence. So you can thank the complainant for that. Because sometimes I feel as though people need to have a chance to be alone in their thoughts at the jail to consider everything that is what they've done. And it appears that you've taken that into consideration. And it appears that on this night, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. But don't brake check people. People don't like to be brake checked. That's just my experience from driving. All right, 5 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. And I'm sorry, what do? You said you're in construction?
Yes, we have new home inspections.
All right, he can do regular random UAs or either you can do the patch. The patch costs more, but with the patch, it gives you more freedom because probation will put it on and probation will take it off. Patch costs more though. So you can either do regular random UAs or the patch. Proof of employment within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to require parenting classes. Once you complete that, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. MRT, the anger management course. You're to forfeit the weapon and you're to forfeit your Horseshoe Bay badge credentials. There's to be no firearm possession. There's to be restitution in the amount of $2,463.82 to Joseph Perez, and that's to be paid in full within 60 days. There's to be no contact with Joseph Perez. There's to be no employment with law enforcement or any type of security. There's to be field visits one time per month for 6 months. Are you here in Bear County?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Probation, is there anything else?
No.
All right, and I'm sorry, there's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. Is there anything else that you need from the court?
Yeah, Judge, in regard to employment, if some of the jobs are out of county, I know some are in contiguous counties, but if they're further, does he just, can he get permission to do that if he shows probation where he's going?
Yes.
Okay.
Probation, he's allowed to work throughout Bear County and other counties, but you'll need to provide notification to probation that you're going to be working out of county. Working in county, that's fine. But if you're going out of county, you need to let them know. All right, is there anything else?
And I just, and actually part of the plea bargain was actually to not only just waive, but to actually dismiss the set count two. I don't know if that was clear. You did do it. You waived it, but that is part of the inducement for the plea is that, and it was to be.
Oh, I've already said that it's been waived. It's on the record.
No, I understand that, but they, I'm just being hyper-technical.
No. I understand what you're saying, but I put on the record that
Yes.
it was waived and you all had no objections to it being waived.
Correct.
So it will not come back.
Okay.
It's not allowed to come back.
There you go.
'Cause-
That's what I
All
want.
right.
All right.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No problem.
All
Did you, and I'm sorry, there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. In this court, communication with probation is key. If there's an issue, you need to let them know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back and address it to court. But whatever you do not disappear on probation. That's not a good look. You understand? All right, good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.